Guys, welcome back. I'm gonna be doing a different what if today. I'm gonna try doing what if Deku was the reincarnation of King from Seven Deadly Sins. So here we go. So basically, when this is years into the future, because I'm taking facts from the season 4 Seven Deadly Sins. The Fairy King can be born whenever. So around 16 years before the start of the anime, what I'm saying is that Deku was born. And for plot convenience, his thing is spiritual chastity. You guys have a different idea, just put it in the comments. And like every fairy king, they're born with a sister, a saint, one who guards the fairy king forest. Is what I'm thinking. I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below. But when Deku was born, he often didn't. He often left the forest long. No, not 16. 100 years ago before. So around this time, he'd be about in our time 4, which is pretty young. Which is actually pretty young for a fairy. Their longevity means that they really don't. It's that their time is fast. They don't get sick or anything. So he was walking around, and Inko found him, and I'm just gonna say for plot convenience as well. Sorry, a lot of plot here. I'm not really good at these what ifs, but anyway, he gets found by no, he not necessarily. He gets found in the forest because he wandered off by Inko's husband. And in this Inko can't have children. I don't know why. I'm just saying it because other people did it before. And it seems like a good thing to do. So during this time, Inko decided to. Haru said, "Hey kid, what's your parents?" He said, "I don't have any parents." And they take him home, and he still has his memories of him being the Fairy King. It's just he wants to see what his sister does. And he still gets bigger. It's just he remains around King's height his entire life. And so throughout the days and moments, the time flies by. He's already in, and when they say he's quirkless, they thought it was going to shock him, or at least crush him, but he shrugged off and said, "I don't care. I have seen satire something more powerful than a quirk." They asked, "What is that?" He said, he pulled out his little pillow, and he said, this is only one of its forms." They asked, "What does it do?" He said, Spirit, chastityful, first configuration, chastityful." It turned into a big spear. He set it down and said, "Try picking it up. Nobody could lift it." That's when he said that this thing is made through a holy tree called the Fairy King's Forest. And then they say that's where he's from. And that he said this is a spear that only I could lift. That's what I'm just gonna say. Because oh god. And so he decides to just go around it. So he decides the next day they go to school. He goes to the little pre-K. They're like, hey Deku, what's your quirk? What's your quirk?" He said, "I don't have one. I have something powerful," and pulls out his chastityful. And that's gonna come in real handy. He has all the abilities as king except for increase. Yeah, he unlocks that a little later. So time skip to a year later, he unlocks increase and he tests it out. He also has the disaster ability. Everybody from the king's lineage has has disaster for some reason. Check out season 3, Seven Deadly Sins, and you will find out that King and dang it, the first Fairy King all had disaster. Yeah, it's actually pretty helpful. Disaster allows them to fight. So basically, there's a thing called stat promotion that allows them that allows the user to, like, imagine if you get cut, a small one by King. He says status promotion. The cut will become larger and it'll hurt a lot more. He did it to Meliodas in Seven Deadly Sins, and it was very effective. Okay, wait till I get a PC so I can show you all this, but just check it out on Netflix or on your phone, or search up what status promotion does in Seven Deadly Sins, and it'll tell you. But anyway, back to the story. He's been practicing, and he starts using all the things, and it's a sacred treasure, so it of course has sacred treasure release. So he's just saying different words, and then he accidentally says sacred treasure release, and a giant chastity full appears. But the strength's too much on his little body, and immediately he says it, he passes out. He's in the forest still. When he wakes up, when he wakes up, he's meted by his sister. And I don't have a right name for her yet. Leave it in the comments down below on what deku was the reincarnation of Link, because that's the only one I have my comments up on right now. I have to figure everything out. But anyway, all you're going to want to do is just comment down there. But this video is getting like 7 minutes long, and I'm tired. So I will tell you all next time in a couple more minutes. I need some sleep. Okay. Okay, bye. My fellow gamers, I'm too tired for this anyway today.